I don't really have a plan for this video. I'm just kind of gonna talk and see where it takes me. Oh, you guys, I have been putting off this video. Actually, you know what? It wasn't even in my radar to make a video like this.
Mommy.
So the reason I decided to make this video, other than to like expose myself, is to maybe help somebody who's going through the same thing that I did. Because for me, my biggest thing was I didn't ever reach out to anyone when I was dealing with this. And I think a lot of things could have been avoided and it could have been stopped a lot sooner if I had. So I just want to give someone the opportunity to reach out to me if they are going through something, and I can kind of like help them through it, because what I'm going to be talking about is pretty much like an addiction, or at least it can be. It was for me, and unfortunately people that know me are going to be watching this video also, so yep. Okay, so as a preteen slash teenager, I guess I still do, but it's just not as bad as it used to be. But I always had like self-confidence issues, problems with the way I've looked and things like that. I'm sure every girl deals with that to some extent. And I've also always loved writing. So this has kind of gone hand in hand back when I was a young 12-year-old. And I would always like write, this is gonna sound so weird because it is, but I would write conversations between me and like these people, just like make up these dialogue things. I don't know, it made me feel like I had this other life, and I was having like these, it was like text conversations with these other people, and I had all these friends and guys that were into me and everything. It was so weird. I know, it was weird, but I really enjoyed doing that. And then I took it a step further and I created like a fake persona of myself. Well, I mean, it started out kind of small because I didn't really know what I was doing. Back when MySpace was a thing, I know that was forever ago, and some of you people probably don't even know what that is, but back when MySpace was a thing, I used to just create like these fake profiles, and a lot of it was like famous people. Once I made an Ashley Tisdale profile, and I messaged this guy like he was an up-and-coming artist or whatever, I don't know. He was really cute. So I messaged him on this profile of Ashley Tisdale, which was so stupid. And I don't even remember what I said. It was something like, hey, I like your music or something, I don't know. And he messages back, obviously, because it's Ashley Tisdale, who wouldn't, right? And he was like, it was something along the lines of, is this really Ashley Tisdale? I panicked in that moment because I didn't want to screw it up. Like, this guy had messaged me back and like I was freaking out about it. And I was just like, oh, this is her sister. I manage this profile. And I'm like, what? And then he was just like, oh, and then never messaged again. Like, there's no way he believed that. But from that moment on, I was kind of like hooked, and like it gave me a kind of adrenaline rush to do that. So I went so far as to make like my own main account, fake account. I named her Ashley. She was my first like real catfish experience. I was like 13 or 14 at this point. I really don't remember my exact age, but I was still pretty young, a new teenager. And I used someone that I went to school with, actually, which is so weird. And I'm not going to say their name because like, no, I'm just not. But I used her pictures to create this fake profile of myself. I got really caught up in it, like really caught up in it. And this was back when I was single. Like, obviously I wasn't seeing anyone. I was just like basically living my life through this other profile. I met quite a lot of people doing this. Nobody had any clue I wasn't who I said I was. I don't think, I feel like I would remember if I did, but I don't think that through that profile that I had like started dating anyone or anything. I did meet like a couple of guys through it, but I never like dated them. But just the way that I felt when I would get compliments on my looks, for me it was me. So it felt like they were complimenting me, which is weird. I ended up meeting this girl, and I'm not gonna say her name on here either because for privacy reasons. But I became pretty good friends with her, and I got this bright idea to make a profile of a guy named Justin. Okay, so Justin and this friend that I had started dating. So I was dating this girl through this guy, and I was also talking to her as me, For some reason, he didn't have a phone, obviously, because it was me. I didn't have two phones. So he would talk to her through my phone, and that was normal. Like, she didn't even suspect anything through that. And it just kind of escalated. I made all of these fake profiles that were connected to my original Ashley girl, and they were all friends with her, and they all talked to my friend through my phone, and it was just so bizarre. But it went on for so long, and I don't know if my friend ever suspected anything for a while, or if she just didn't care because she was talking to someone. I don't know, but it just went on for a really long time. And finally, I had made the mistake of giving my dad's number, I got so caught up in it that I didn't want everything to blow up on me. So I gave her my dad's phone number, but I said, don't call it. I'll text you when I'm free, or I don't know, something like that. It was somebody else, obviously. It wasn't Ashley. It was somebody else that was connected to her. So I was texting her on my dad's phone now, and I could just like sneak it away or whatever. But then I was like so stressed out that she was gonna call it one day. And you know what? She did. And that is when it all blew up in my face. My dad obviously answered the phone. She took the time to explain what had been going on. So now my dad knew, which, I mean, of course that was gonna happen because I gave her my dad's phone number. Like, how stupid can you get? So that is kind of how my first catfish experience went. I came up with these crazy stories, these crazy lies to go along with Ashley's life and all of these other people's lives, and it just got extremely crazy. I don't know. When that blew up in my face, I did quit for a long time. Like, I felt so bad that I had hurt this girl for no reason. Like, for me, my intention was never to hurt her. I was just so caught up in this other life that, like, I didn't even think about that, which is, I mean, I know that sounds crazy if you've never done it yourself, but it was just like this high that I got from it, and I just felt like I was worth something. I don't know, even though it wasn't me, I felt like, I don't know, someone liked me for me. So that's how that started and ended. So obviously that was a long time ago, and that has become kind of like a running joke or whatever in my family. Like, we'll still laugh about that girl and that experience because I was young and dumb, and that's what happened. And unfortunately, it did not end there. I have made multiple fake accounts over the years. I would go through this whole like back and forth thing. It was like, I would make a fake account, I'd get found out, I would delete that account, feel super guilty for a while, learn from it, crave doing it again, do it all over again, but better. So it was an addiction, a serious addiction. And if I had never started that when I was so young, I wouldn't have been dealing with it for years and years. I've made friends through this problem. Some people are like, wow, you're insane, you're a sick human, and I don't want to be friends with you anymore after they had found out or I had told them the truth or whatever, because a lot of times I will feel guilty and just confess everything. Some would stay, some would leave. So I've made friends through this. Not that that's like any justification for what I've done. Like, for me, it was just an addiction and I couldn't stop. It's gone on for a lot longer than I really want to admit, but it's gone on into marriage. For me, this is where everything gets tricky because now I am married at this point, and I'm still caught up in making fake profiles and all of this thing. At this point, I was just using one thing, and it was like this chatting software thing. Not like a dating site or anything, just like chatting. Kind of like a game, but kind of not. I don't know, it's hard to explain, and I'm not going to say what that chatting software is because it's extremely embarrassing, but also extremely easy to lie about who you are because you have kind of like this avatar thing, and you don't even have to show pictures of yourself. But unfortunately, I did do that. When I became close with people, I would show them like fake pictures of myself just to get kind of like a validation. I don't know, it was all like a validation thing and to feel worthy, which sounds really bad to say because my husband is amazing and I did not hate my life at all whatsoever. I was just still caught up in this addiction. The attention that guys got on this chatting software was really fun and entertaining for me. So I would make a lot of guy accounts, and that is just kind of what I stuck with. I would get so caught up in this fake life that I would kind of like forget about my real life. Yes, my husband does know about it now, but I'll get into that later. I was so deep into this, I didn't know how to get out of it. I had no idea if I was ever going to be rid of this craving to be someone else online. And it took over all of my thoughts. It took over my life. It bled into my real life because I felt like I didn't want to hang out with Philip as much because I just wanted to go back online, not have to think about my real life, which sounds so bad to say, but like it was so bad. I was so deep in it. And what brought me out of it was getting pregnant with my daughter. She is now almost 3, but I got pregnant with my daughter and I just literally said, I need to be a good example for her. I need to be more invested with my husband and my family that I'm going to be having. And I just quit cold turkey. That was what it took for me to just get rid of it. I deleted the chatting software. I deleted everything, disabled everything that I had put like so much time into. I messaged everyone that had been involved with this person. I said, you know what, this is how it is and this is how it's gonna end, kind of thing. And then I just deleted, disabled everything, and I haven't looked back since. And that is what it took. But just getting rid of everything didn't make me feel like at peace. Like I still had all of this weight on me because Philip had no idea that I had been doing this for all this time. So I ended up telling him. I didn't go into that much detail and he didn't ask for that much detail. It was just like, this is what has been going on. And I mean, we were going through some other personal things anyway, but I confessed this and he forgave me. We moved on from it. We've never really talked about it that much. It was just something that I can't forget about it because of how long I was doing it, and it still like eats at me sometimes. Because of it being an addiction, it's not something that'll just go away. Like I have moments still to this day where I crave going back to that. Luckily I haven't, and I don't plan on it anytime soon or ever, but like it's still there. And I just wanted to make this because if anybody else is going through it, like seriously, please reach out to me, because literally I feel like if I had reached out to someone and told someone what I was doing and kind of like exposed myself a lot sooner, then I would have been done with it a lot sooner, and I wouldn't have gotten so deep into it that I really felt like I was stuck and couldn't get out. I just don't want anybody else to have to deal with that. And I know like it's so easy to lie about who you are, what you've done, anything, lie about anything online. It's so easy just to like get that attention and that validation that you need. I get it because I lived through it for years, even into my adult married life. Like it's still there. And I know a lot of my friends and family are gonna watch this and be like, wow, I had no idea. I don't want anyone to see me differently. Like really not what I want to happen here. I just made it because I want to help somebody. If I can do that with my story, then that would be amazing. But anyway, I might do a Q&A related to this topic if I get enough questions. I don't know, like if you guys are curious about anything, I mean I can only tell you like the basic things. I can't really get into too much detail because so much has happened and there's a lot of things that I forgot, honestly. So if you have any questions about this at all, I would be more than happy to answer it for you. And then if I get enough, I'll do like a separate Q&A video about this topic. But anyway, that's it. That's my story. That's my experience with catfishing. I now have 2 beautiful children, which I'm sure you have noticed throughout this video. Still married to my husband, Philip. We are going on 7 years and we're very happy. Not that I wasn't happy in my life before, it was just different. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you still like me. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to see a Q&A about this, just let me know. Comment your questions below. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now and just go sit down and quietly regret everything that I've just said to you guys. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Mommy. Papa. Mommy. Daddy.
So the reason I decided to make this video I'm never gonna get through it. Hi.
I can make you birthday cake.
Okay.
Okay, Mommy, here's chicken.
Thank you.
You have to eat all your food and you can get the prize.
This is what it's like to film with kids, you guys.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're our kids.
You are kids.
I'm Noel. That's your Noel.
I'm not Noel.
But your mommy.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the egg.
Thank you.
That makes you really happy.
Okay, it makes me really happy.
Nope. You have to eat first before you film. I like your makeup.
Thank you.
And I like your lips.
Thank you.
And I like your earrings.
Thank you.
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
You're so pretty.
You're so nice. You're the pretty one.
Yeah. I got my pretty ballerina dress.
Yellow's over there destroying the background.
Yeah. And Joel, he's doing my vegetables.
He is throwing your vegetables. I'm losing my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about.
Okay, Mommy, you can film.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I love you. Thank you.
Okay, Mommy, you're just fine.
So I didn't know. Oh, thank you. Hum, yum, yum. Thank you. You're slobber.
If I could take you up in boom boom boom, boom boom, tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be